Alright, so today is very much an admin day, and we're also on a bit of a strict timescale, as we'd been invited to the soft opening of Cambridge Street Collective. We wanted to have a lot of stuff ready so that we could approach some of the other food vendors there and try and attract new clients, which meant that we needed to get a brand name, a business name in place, as well as basically establishing some kind of online presence. As me and Riccardo had both worked separately as freelancers, previously we'd just traded under our own names, whereas now we're putting together this production company. Obviously we need to settle on some kind of brand name or business name. After racking our brains and consulting both a number of real humans and a selection of AI tools, eventually we came up with the name In Frame. We both like it. It's terminology associated with cameras, and if we just put our own little spin on it, we can make it unique. Riccardo came up with the initial logo, and we'll be using this for all of our branding going forwards, at least in the initial steps. So Riccardo came round to mine, and we basically had a long to-do list of everything that we wanted to get done before the soft opening that's happening in a few days' time. We divided the tasks between us and just set to it. This involved setting up a website. It involved establishing a professional business email address. So something that wasn't at Gmail or at Hotmail or something like that. If you have an email address that ends with at insert brand name here.com, then the perception is that you're more of a professional company. And this is absolutely the impression that we want to give out from the very start. These were provided from our Google Workspace that we signed up to. Today involves spending a bit of money as an outlay to get our Google Workspace set up, purchase our domain, get our website set up, and also an important thing that Riccardo was mostly focusing on today was business cards. We wanted to have business cards to hand out to any potential clients as we were there for this VIP event. Obviously, we also needed to set up some kind of social media presence, so once we had an official email address in place, that meant that we could start setting up our Instagram account and Facebook page and an X/Twitter page. Once again, just the simple act of having the two of us tackling these tasks together and working with each other, asking for advice, helping each other. It's so much easier than working alone, and we managed to smash through most of our jobs, which is good because Riccardo was on a strict time scale because he was shooting a gig in Leeds in the evening. Obviously the final thing that we needed to do was actually produce some content so that we could show people what we can do. But we'd set aside this couple of hours just to get through all the admin work, all the boring business side of it, so that we could really get down to producing content and approaching potential clients, approaching brands and showing what we can do for them. Obviously the admin work doesn't stop here. There's still a lot more to do going forward, but I feel like we laid some good groundwork, laid some good foundations today, and it feels like we actually have some kind of business now moving forward, so it's a good feeling. Now to find some customers.